take inbound calls from buyers. That's a mistake. We've been over that. So who's going to take your inbound calls? What's the answer? The answer is Pat Live. Pat Live. PatLive.com ronlegrand.com/Pat Live. Why I want you to go through there? Because if you go through there, they already know what you want. All you got to do is tell them, I want an account for both buyers and sellers. They'll set you up with one account, and they'll have one page for the questions for the buyers, and another one for the sellers. You only have to pay one fee of $200 a month, 24 hours a day. Where are you ever going to get live humans that can answer the telephone for you 24 hours a day for that kind of money? And I promise you, you won't ever get any that are trained better than these folks. I mean, this is a good company right here. And over 20 years, we've been working with them. They'll pre-screen your buyers by asking my simple questions. And when you get that information, you are ready to determine whether you want to contact the buyer or not. That's simple. And they'll text you the information or email it to you as soon as they get it. So let me tell you what's going to happen if you want to decide to, I'm going to take all these calls myself. In fact, I think that's probably a good idea for you to do. Yeah, give it a week. You'll be crying for mercy. You'll get all these calls from these buyers. They're all going to ask you the same questions. You're answering them over and over again, and you're going to get sick of it very quickly. And look at all the time it's going to suck out of your life. And frankly, even if you ain't worried about the time it sucks out, what about all the grief? How are you going to be in a good mood? How are you going to be in a good mood when you're taking all these calls from some of these people? Couldn't buy a house if you gave them the down payment and signed on the loan for them. And the lower priced houses you're selling, the more of those you got to put up with. The higher priced houses, the less of those you got to put up with. People that are looking to buy a $500,000 house know they need a bunch of money to buy it if they go qualify at a bank. So now if they can't qualify at a bank, you're going to get a lot less of them calling you because there's a lot less of those people out there that's got that big old down payment that you're looking for. So, somebody that's making $35,000 a year ain't looking at a $500,000 house. And a lot of the calls you're going to get on the low stuff is, will you rent? Can you rent? No, I can't rent. Can't rent. We lease option. We want buyers, not tenants. So you're only going to call back the ones that got the money and give them the lockbox code. We don't show houses. Boy, we ain't going to be trucking around all over the place showing houses to people just because they say they want to see it. Let's pre-screen them first, and then most of them will not need to get into the house. Save a lot of wear and tear. But Ron, what if they steal stuff? What stuff? What stuff you got in a vacant house? And even if you got a Ranger and refrigerator in it, which you will, can you imagine somebody backing up to your house in a nice neighborhood and stealing your Ranger and refrigerator? And if you're worried about all that, why don't you go to the neighbors and ask them to watch your house? They'd be thrilled to. And they'll also be able to watch who comes and goes. They'll be thrilled to. And you might as well drop them off a $25 Visa card while you're at it. And you watch how cooperative they become. Call me if you see somebody backing up to my house with a pickup truck, will you? Sure will. And don't forget, you can also put a security system in the house if you want. I mean, you got security systems now. You can blow the horn and they don't have to call the police, so you don't even have to get the phone hooked up to them to put them in the house. You just want stickers all over the place so people know there's a security system in there. And even if you don't have a security system in there, you put the stickers up so that thieves think that you do. Right? But frankly, nice house, nice neighborhood, you ain't going to worry about all those things.